Good afternoon to all. Today we will read the very first lesson of your supplementary book. The name of the lesson is A Tale of Two Birds. So, what is tale? Tale meaning is story. STORY, story. Story means Kani, tale. So, this lesson is the story of two birds. It is a folk tale, folk story, and the story revolves around the two birds who got separated when they were young, means when they were small, and they grew up in a different company, different situations and behavior, and how company lays its impact on a person's life as it laid impact on birds also, that we will see in this lesson that we are going to learn. Now come to the lesson. A mother bird and her two young ones lived in a forest. Means a mother bird with her two babies, two young ones who took birth recently, was living in a forest. So the mother was killed in a storm and the young birds were separated from each other. So unfortunately one day a strong storm came with thunder and lightning. So the mother of those young babies was killed in the storm, but the young birds were separated from each other. They were saved. They were not killed, but they separated from each other. Each found a different home. Means both the birds found different home, different company. Okay, so children, we will see what is the story of this lesson. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. They had a nest in a tall, shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. Means once there was a bird who lived with her two newborn babies. Means, as I told, who took birth recently. Means they were very little, newborn. So they were living in a forest. Means a mother bird with her two newborn babies, with two young ones, lived in a forest. They had a nest in a tall, shady tree. So, that mother bird made her nest in a tall, means long, shady, means that is with so many branches, that chayadar, deep. And there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. And the mother bird took care of her little ones, her children, day and night. Means she looked after very carefully. One day there was a big storm. There was thunder, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a rishis ashram a little distance away. So, one day what happens? A big storm, a strong storm came there. There was thunder, lightning. Thunder means making sound when Clouds make sound. Thunder, lightning followed by heavy rain. Means strong storm, thunder, lightning, and heavy rain came one day. And the wind blew down many trees. Means the strong wind, strong thunder fell down so many trees in the forest. Means wind was blowing very speedily, and due to this many trees of the forest fell down. Unfortunately, the tall tree in which the birds lived, means the tall tree in which the mother bird lived with her young ones, that also came down, means that also fell down. A big heavy branch hit the nest, and a big heavy branch of that tree hit the nest and killed the bird. Means a branch, means their nest was hit by branch and mother bird was killed. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. But unfortunately their mother was killed by the storm, by strong wind, but those baby birds were saved. They were not killed, but by strong wind they blew away to the other side of the forest. Means strong wind threw them to the other side of the forest. And one of them, means one bird, came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. Means one bird was thrown by the strong wind near a cave where gang of robbers was living. Gang of robbers means group of robbers. Robbers who loot the people, their things, their jewelry, money, etc. So, one bird was thrown away near a cave where gang of robbers lived, and the other bird was landed, means was fell outside a Rishi's ashram, a little distance away. The other bird was thrown near a ashram where Rishi lived. So both the birds got separated, their mother killed by the storm, and they got new home. Both the birds got new home. And where they got their house? In different company. One got robbers company and the other got Rishi's company. Robbers are the bad person who loot people, who killed people for looting their things. But Rishi was a good person. He was sent like a holy people. So both the birds got different companies. And children, company impacts very much in good way or bad way. Means if you will find good company, many good things you will learn and follow in your life. And if you will get a bad company to live in, then you will learn many bad things, many bad habits, and you will be very notorious because of those bad habits. So now next we will see how the both birds was impacted by their company. So day passed and the baby birds became big birds. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. So day passed. means days spent, many days spent. And now the baby birds became big birds. Now they were not too small, they became big birds. So one day what happens? A king of the country, means a king of a kingdom, came to the forest for hunting. This king most of the king have interest of hunting. They hunt animals, they kill animals, they take it as a play. So one day a king came to the forest to hunt animals, and the king saw a deer and rode after it. Means king ran after the deer for hunting. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. But that bear ran deep into the forest, means the deer ran so fast that it lost away in the forest. The king couldn't find it, and the king was followed the deer, means king was running after the deer. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. With the deer, king also lost his way and he didn't know where he was. Means he couldn't find the way, he lost his way. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he will slip away." The king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. He quickly got on to his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So, when king was running after the deer disappeared into the forest. King also lost his way and he don't know where he was. So he rode on for a long time, means he ran for a long time in the forest here and there until he came to the other side of the forest. Then after a long time, king got his way and he came to the other side of the forest. But due to running here and there, now king was very tired. He felt very tired and he wanted to take rest for some time. So when he came to the other side of the forest and he was very tired, so he got off his horse and sat down under a tree. King sat down under the tree to take some rest and stood near a cave. And he stood near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out. Suddenly king heard a voice. What the voice was? "Quick, hurry up. There is someone under the tree." Means somebody is there under the tree, and come and take his jewels, his jewelry, and his horse also. Hurry, you hurry up. Otherwise he will slip away, he will run away, he will escape from here. King was amazed. The king was very surprised. He looked up in the tree and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. So king was very surprised after listening this voice that, "Come on, hurry up, come and loot this person, come and take his jewels and horse, hurry up, otherwise it will slip away, it will run away." Then after listening this, king was very surprised, and in surprise he looked up in the tree, and what he saw there? He saw a big brown bird on the tree, which tree? Under which he was sitting, under which the king was sitting. He also heard faint noises, and king also heard some faint noises, means noises in a low voice, that was coming from the cave. Means, as I told earlier, that robbers were living, a gang of robbers was living inside the cave, and that bird was impacted by their company. He was trained by those people. So bird cried that come and take king's jewels and horse. So king also heard some slow voices coming from the cave. He quickly got on to his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So king got off to his horse, means he sat on his horse and he ran away as fast as he could, means very fast. He ran away from there. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The Rishi will be back soon. There is some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. So, when king sat on to his horse and he ran very fast from the cave, soon he came to the clearing. Means by running, king reached to a clearing, to an open place, and looked like an ashram. So king found an ashram. It was the Rishi's ashram, saint ashram, holy person ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade to take some rest. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice, and when he was sitting in the shade of the tree, he heard a very gentle voice, very soft voice. "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. And Rishi will be back soon," means Rishi will come after some time. "Till then, you go inside and take rest. There is some cold water in the pot." And king heard that someone was saying that there is some cold water in the pot. You can drink it and please make yourself comfortable. Means you make yourself comfortable in this ashram. You go inside and take rest. King looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. Again, king looked up towards the tree under which he was sitting, and what he saw? He saw a big brown bird, and he was again surprised, amazed, that this one looks like the other bird outside the cave, he said to himself loudly. Now king was talking with himself, that this bird is looking like the other bird outside the cave. That is same copy of that bird which I saw near the cave. "You are right, sir," answered the bird. "He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore." Just then the Rishi entered the ashram. And when king was talking to himself about that bird, so the another bird was listening in the tree, and he said, You are right, sir. He is my brother. That's why he looks like me. But he has made friends with robbers, means he made friendship with robbers, and he now talks as the robbers do, means he behaves like robbers only. He doesn't talk to me anymore, means he doesn't talk with me also in a good manner, good way. Just then the rishi entered the ashram, and by this now rishi came to the ashram. Rishi entered the ashram. Welcome, sir, he said to the king. Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while, then you can share my food. So Rishi also said to the king that welcome, sir. Please come inside and make yourself at home. Means you take rest at my home and you think it your own home and you make comfortable yourself. You look tired, means you are looking very tired. You take rest for some time and you can share my food also. Means if you want to eat food, then you can eat with me. You can share with me. The king told the rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. The forest is full of surprise, he said. Now king told the rishi the story of two birds. That how I noticed I saw two birds, they look alike, means they look same, but they are so different in their behavior, means but they behaved so differently. One behaved like robbers and other behaved like a good bird, like a good person. So king told to the rishi that how two birds are different but they look alike. And this forest is full of surprise, full of wonders. Means I am surprised after seeing those two birds which are looking same but they behave differently. The holy man smiled and said, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I will tell you more about this place and these birds. And when the king told the rishi the story of two birds, that how he met with these two birds and how they behaved in different manner, then that holy man, that rishi, smiled and said that after all, means one person is known by the company in which he lives. Means the company that he keeps, he is known by it. That bird was always heard the talk of robbers. Means, as you know, that bird is living with the gang of robbers. So, whatever the robbers talk, he always heard that. And he imitates them, means he imitates those robbers and talks about robbing people only. Means whatever those robbers talk, that bird imitates them and he also talks about robbing people only. This one has repeated what he has always heard, and this bird has repeated whatever he has always heard, means he is living with me, and as I welcome people to the ashram, so every day he has heard this. So He is repeating that only, what he is saying. Now come inside and rest. The Rishi said to the king that now you come inside and take some rest. I will tell you more about this place, this forest, that how so many wonders, surprises are there, and I will tell more about these birds also. So children, this is the story of this lesson. The story revolves around uh, two birds, how they got separated, and how they found different home, different company, what they learnt from their different companies. Okay, so one bird learnt bad things. He talks, always talks about looting people, robbing people, and the other behaves like a saint, like a rishi. He welcomes people to the ashram. So this is the story of this lesson. Thank you.